I work as a manager in a reputed company. Okay. And whenever there is a opening in my team, I have to conduct job interview myself. And I am the first person calling any candidate for the technical interview. So I'm going to explain you how this process exactly happens, how we finalize the candidate, what exactly we see in the candidate, what question I ask candidate, what mistakes candidate does. So how when the candidate does a mistakes, I just keep the resume aside. So I'm going to explain you all the basics and the background, how the process happened, and when I conduct interview, what exactly what thoughts going in our mind. So all this will help you, especially for the newcomers or the people who do not have confident, people who just recently giving job interviews. They have a lot of questions and all those things. So let's start the process. So when we have opening, we have requirement in the company, when the project comes. So we like I so let's say that there is an opening in my uh, team. So I will write the requirement of any candidate. I will write the number of years of experience that candidate required, and some basics technical skills that candidate required, and then I will give it to HR. Now, what HR will do? HR will float in the market and they will collect the resumes. Okay. Now, HR do not have that much capability to verify the technical things of any person. So they will just directly forward it to me. So I do get 50 or hundreds of resume throughout this process before any candidate get finalized. Now, what happens when I get the resume? I have to filter all resume. So when I get the resume, first what I see, I just see the contact details and the name of the candidate, and what's the current designation, where he's working, what is his the highest qualification, and from when he started his first job, how many years of experience, and till now which company he has worked. Okay. And all are those companies are related to same profile of our company. This is the basic minimum information we find, and I think anyone is writing resume, they should write at least this information on first page or at least half page of the your resume, because the things what you write, other things nobody will read, nobody has time, because you can imagine we get 50 or hundreds of resume. Who has a time to read all this essay? Okay. So now once this is done, the next thing is I have to call the guy. I have to call the candidate. So before calling him, I will keep my technical questions ready. So I will keep some approx 10 questions ready which are related to our field. Okay. And my expectation from candidate that when I ask the question, he should answer in very short. I just want to know whether he knows things or not. Right. For example, if I ask him, do you know how the bridge get built, how the road get built, how the any factory get built, the answer should be yes, I am aware. Okay. I'm not going to ask him too much detail, because if I have to interview 40, 50 people or 100 people, then I cannot spend an hour with them. I can hardly spend 15 minutes with them. And if I found, so generally what I do, I'll give first 15 minutes with the candidate, and if I found the candidate is good, then I will spend another 15 minutes with him. Okay. So these first 10 to 15 minutes are very crucial when you get first call. Okay. When you get a call from a technical person and you are giving a technical interview, you have to be 100% alert, you have to be 100% cautious what answer you are giving, what is your behavior, how professionally you are speaking. This is very very much interested for the person who is calling from the company. Okay. So now in this technical interview, my suggestion is that when the person is asking you the technical question, you should on answer them in very short and confident way. Your answer should be like, yes, I know this thing, yes, I have done this thing, yes, I have done in the past and I still remember that. Okay, the answer should be like this. Everything should be in positive mood only. Now suppose if there is a question and you have not done it, you are not aware of it, just directly don't say no. You just say, sir, I think this thing has not come into the project which I have done, but if this thing is there in your company in the project which you have, I will really like to learn it. I am happy to learn it, I am ready to learn it. That's the only thing. Okay. So the question, the people who are asking question, they will also think, they will also will come to know that yes, you are polite mode. Okay. So this interview you will have to, from starting itself, you have to keep it positive. Okay, don't bluff. Okay, don't try to impress thing, don't try to stretch your answers. What happens is that many time it happens that many of the managers are not technically strong. Okay, they will just ask you few questions, but many times they themselves don't know the depth of it. So what happens when you try to elaborate the answer unnecessarily, then they will try to pick some points from your answer and they will rephrase the question. Okay, so what happens, the mistake what candidate does is, the candidates try to explain too much just to show off his knowledge. Okay, so this interview is to check your background, the technical things what you have touched so far, the industrial experience what you have collected so far. This is just a summary that the technical guy or the technical manager want to understand. Okay, so don't unnecessarily try to elaborate explain too much thing. What happens that people, the candidate thinks that if I give a detailed explanation, I am able to show my knowledge. Okay, but that's a mistake, that's a misunderstanding. I will say. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, so now if the person is not satisfied with your answer, okay, he will ask you in detail, he will himself ask you to elaborate the more. Okay, so don't unnecessarily elaborate more, just say initial question, yes, yes and yes. Okay, I know this thing, I have done this thing. That should be your initial answers. And if he specifically ask you, suppose if he ask you any formula, if he ask you any standard number, or anything, it may be possible that you are not able to recall that, so you can politely say that yes, I have done this thing, but right now I'm not able to recall it, sir. That's the only thing. Okay, don't say, don't use word like sorry, you know, no, I don't know. These are some negative words you should basically avoid. This thing, because your impression should be such that it should be, you should be impressive. You should not be a negative. You should not do any small mistake which will do a negative impression. Okay, because this is a first meeting, it could be a person to person, you may be sitting across the table, it might be a phone call, whatever it is. You, these 15 minutes will win you a job interview. Okay, a job for you. So these are very crucial. Okay, so you always have to be positive in technical round. Now, again, coming to technical round, people have a misunderstanding that what if I did not answer all the questions. So I want to tell you one important thing here which you should remember in entire your life. In today's world, there are hardly few candidates available in the market which knows each and everything. And if they know each and everything, the companies will not leave them easily. Okay, so there are very few candidates who have a detailed knowledge, they are technical experts of their field, and they want to leave the company. So I know when I get the resume, I rarely get a candidate who has a very, very detailed knowledge and he is a technical expert. And nowadays the company operation and the working style has changed, and in a such it has changed such that they really do not require a detailed technical expert guy. Okay. And they will definitely have each and every company definitely have technical expert guy. They have all the previous project done documents, the softwares. So nowadays working in a company is very easy. It's not old days, in old days era you are dependent on a few people, or a specific people. It is not like that. Okay. Now the company's work style had changed, and they are not nowadays depending on a people. Okay. So for any company, even if let's say there is a company who want to who is a bridge building company. Okay. It's not that when you hired you will be directly given like a task to build a bridge. Okay. It's not like that. There are only already senior people will be there, only previous drawings are there, softwares are there, so you will be working in a team. It's not like so it's not mandatory that you should know each and every technical things. Okay. They these technical round, it is just, and what you call that, it just a normal thing, a normal session, that they will just want to understand how much you know. Okay. If you give confidence to them that yes you know and you want to learn, suppose there are many things you don't know, and you just have to give confidence, sir, that sir, this is, I would like to learn it. I'm happy you have it. I didn't got a chance to, in my previous jobs I didn't got chance to work on this. I didn't got chance to touch on this, but I would like to do this thing, so that will build a confidence in them, in the technical manager. Okay. Now coming to so I explain you the resume, I explain you the how the, technical things happen. Now let's say the manager founds you a very positive person, a good guy, a polite guy, a good person, good human being. So you make a connection between that technical manager and yourself. Okay. So that connection, is like it's become a bonding. I would say a bonding. You have to do a bonding, a good bonding with him. Okay. Now sorry, I'm using him word. Okay. It could be a lady also. Okay. So now coming to the next question. Suppose once the technical is done, the manager may ask you a basic question like, do you have any questions? Okay. Generally this technical people, this happens at the end of the interview. Now this is the very crucial moment. That time don't lose the positive things or the bonding or what, the I would say the good momentum you have built. Here don't ask silly questions. Okay. In entire interview you just say, no sir, I don't have any question, I'm comfortable. No ma'am, I don't have any question, I'm comfortable. Okay. So whatever things, whatever questions you have, you can ask to HR, you can inquire outside. Okay. There are many things you can inquire nowadays, but don't ask stupid questions. Sometimes people ask stupid questions. What are the salary breakups here? What are the facilities this company give? Do you work on Saturday, Sunday, or no? He See, that guy is a technical manager whom you are going to work next few years. Okay. So don't ask a question like you are asking a question to hotel manager, whether you have hot water, whether you have a free breakfast and all those things. Don't ask a stupid question. Don't make him nervous, don't make him uncomfortable, because when you ask a question, he would have to answer it, unfortunately, but that would make a little bit uncomfortable to him. So don't use any word, anything that the your interview will go into a negative side. It has to be continuously on positive side also. There has to be a smile on your face. Speak in English. Okay. If you feel somewhere you are a little bit not comfortable in speaking English, you can use your mother tongue also, or whatever language you want, but try to have an English I mean, into in English, make a practice of it. Okay. Now uh, when you get a call, ensure that you are in fresh mood. Okay. And if the interview has been called across the table, ensure you take a half a leave or full day leave, because this is the moment that instead of giving multiple interviews, give one interview as a best. You just have to think in your mind that whatever interview I'm going to give today, I'm going to impress the person who is taking my interview. Okay, so he will not just see the technical thing, he will see as a person what you are, how much capable you are, the way you speak, your body language, your each and everything will be monitored, each and everything will be verified. Okay, and that shows your attitude, that will bring the confidence in the person, and he will definitely send your resume immediately to HR. Okay, take it from me. So when I see a good thing, as I said, I have taken many technical rounds, I'll tell you. None of the person has really given 100% answers. Okay, but still I have finalized the candidate just because he was confident, he was ready to learn the things, he was a hard worker, and from his answers and from face itself you can see this guy is good. Okay, so that's a positive thing, you should show it. Okay, don't bluff, don't try to impress thing, don't beg. Okay, this is not something where you can beg and you can get it. Do just say I would like to have this opportunity. Okay, and don't repeat the same words again, don't do that silly mistakes. Okay, so and your impression, your positive attitude has to be there from the start till the end. Okay, and try to give time to the question whose person is asking, try to give him more time. Okay, rather you speaking more, don't waste his time. If you waste his time unnecessarily, he will get frustrated. You will have to see his expression, see his body language, whether he is frustrating or not. Are you frustrating or not? Don't try to frustrate. He may try to he sometimes, there are some people who will try to ask unnecessary stupid things, or they may try to irritate you. It may happen. There are some interview I have seen, some taken by some people. They are actually not eligible to take interview, but they have frustrated the candidate. But don't lose your patience, I would say. Okay, be calm, be natural, uh, be polite, be smiley, be confident, be positive. Okay, I in my life I have given many interviews. Okay, but whenever I'll tell you, I have changed many jobs, but whenever I given first interview, I got the job, I got the offer letter. Okay, that's because I have shown the confidence, I have shown the flexibility, I have shown few points. That's why they get the confidence and they give the job. Now suppose somebody asks you about personal things about you. Okay, what are the qualities you have? Just say few words like, I am a confident guy, I am a quick learner, I am flexible. Okay, I like to learn new things. Just tell these few words. Again, you will see a positive things in the person, which he will be happy to when you tell all these things. Okay, now suppose everything happen, everything done good, and your interview and then your resume sent to HR. Okay, now HR, what happened, HR takes time to do some commercially. During that period, do not call the technical guy. Okay, do not ask him the feedback. Don't do that silly mistake. Oh, how was my interview, can you give me some feedback, can you give me some improvement tips and all. Don't do this, don't do these silly mistakes. Okay, and also whenever you are and before starting any interview, before uploading your resume, before you when you get a first call, normally what happens, the first call gets from the HR, that you are they ask some basic things, and then they say you will going to have a technical round. That time itself you ask HR what are this company, what are the background, and then you decide whether to proceed for next rounds or not. What happens, one mistake people do, that go through all the rounds, and when they get the job offer, that time they reject. Don't do this, because Nowadays this is a circle. Okay, this world is like a closed world or small world. So if you reject one offer, next time that could be possible that in next company you may see the manager again, and he will remember you that yes, you have rejected that time the offer, and he will not allow you even for the technical round. Okay, now coming to commercial, I will not involve in the commercial, but my suggestion to you is nowadays company are giving the standards, and they will try to match with the company standards what is salaries are available in the market. Okay, if you are not highly qualified, not technical expert, then don't expect too much salary. They will try to match the figure. Generally they will try to give 25-30% whatever is their company, but don't put your demands. Okay, if you put your demands, you will find as an arrogant person. Many people do mistakes. They do well in interview, and at the end they put their demand, and we have to keep his resume side. Everything will go waste. Okay, so don't do this mistake. Okay, so to summarize all the points, be positive, be smiley, be confident, be polite. Okay, because and you just have to ensure you make a bonding when you get a first call of technical interview. Even if with HR also, you do bonding. Okay, don't talk casually, don't use loose words. Okay, don't use negative words. This is only thing you have to do. You just have to impress yourself. Okay, you just have to impress about yourself. So don't assume that technical round, if it doesn't go well, you will not get a job. It's not at all. Okay, everyone knows that nowadays no company is going to give training. You will have to come and you will have to do project. Once you do one project, then only you will get all the clarity. You will get all the knowledge. I have done many company, I mean, I have done job in many companies. It's never happened that first day I know everything. It's not. Whenever I have done few projects and I have passed some few months, and then only I'll come to know each and everything. And everybody knows that people are there to give you a chance. You just have to show on your face that yes, you are ready to take that chance, you are ready to accept that challenge. Okay, but don't cry, don't break beg. That's the only thing. So these are the few things if you do in every interview, whenever you need a job, I'll guarantee you the first interview what you do, in that interview itself you will get a job. Okay, the confidence is the only thing. Your confidence, your attitude, and there are few basic things are only things the person will see in you. Okay, yes, they will definitely try to see the technical thing, but sometimes there is a urgency. So what happens is company has to accept the candidate which they have. Okay, so show your confidence, show your ability, show your learning, show that you are ready to take challenge, and I guarantee you that you take the job offer at home. Okay, thank you so much.